Temperature is cooling down as we head toward the weekend. And also, we've got that 4th of July forecast coming up. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
But no winds, which is a good thing.
It's definitely a good thing.
When you consider fire season and all.
Right, absolutely. And we're actually expecting a little bit of a cool down and cloudier conditions. So
the gloom is coming back?
The gloom. The June gloom.
June's almost over.
I know, right? It's over. Tomorrow's the last day.
I thought we were done.
Yeah, but you know what? We didn't get that June gloom this last week in June, so it decided, you know what? Got to make a comeback for the first week of July.
July can't see the sky?
Yep.
There you go.
Hey.
Whoa.
Am I the only one that's ever heard of that?
That was
I've
great.
never heard of that.
I swear I've heard that at least 10
May
times.
gray, June gloom.
I must know some different people.
You never see the sky.
You never see the sky.
We'll have to remember that. Write that down.
I like that. I like that. But we will see the sky by the afternoon hours.
August.
I love it. Yeah, that's your homework assignment for August. But for now, we're heading into July. And yes, we're expecting just a little bit of a cool down as we head into the next couple of days here. So we're going to let you know if that's going to next week. The majority of the cloud cover still sitting offshore, but we are dealing with a little bit of patchy cloud cover into the overnight morning hours. Wind-wise, pretty calm. Looks like we do have a little bit of a sea breeze, though, kicking in for San Pedro right now. Other than that, very calm through the basin, and even through the Grapevine, we're looking at, well, fairly calm conditions for you. 75 in the Grapevine right now, 66 Valencia, 69 in downtown, and 79 in Riverside tonight. So still quite warm out there. We warmed it up nicely today. But as we head into the next couple of days, low pressure starting to make its way towards Southern California. As a result, it'll be a little cooler for us as we head into the next couple of days. It'll be a little cloudier as well into the overnight and morning hours, especially along the coast. And finally, we are eventually expecting a warm up as we head into next week. But until then, temperatures gradually taking a little bit of a dip. You'll see right here, 79 earlier today in downtown. Still quite warm. Technically, we were a couple degrees below average for this time of year. By tomorrow, same thing goes. It's going to be a couple degrees cooler, maybe 1 or 2 for the most part. You'll see into the overnight hours, patchy cloud cover to our south, to our north. It's starting to build in around 3 in the morning. And then by 6:30 tomorrow morning, we are expecting cloud cover along the coast, starting to recede back toward the coastline by 9 a.m. tomorrow. And by 11:30, already looking at a clearer forecast as we head into the afternoon hours. There's some more sunshine and still looking at pretty hot numbers. 90s inland, 80s by Sunday, and keeping things in the upper 80s as we head into Monday and Tuesday. And for your 4th of July, we're flirting with the 90s under sunny skies. Went to your inland spots as we get a look at one more 5-day forecast for the basin in Orange County. Upper 70s turning to mid 70s. We are looking at some low cloud cover by next week in the early morning hours and in the evening. But by the afternoon, we are looking at plenty of sunshine. Robin, Sharon, back to you.
All right, Ev, thanks. Coming.
And cooler temperatures for the weekend. We'll have the weekend forecast and your 4th of July forecast coming up.
Holiday coming up next week.
Just a little holiday, something called the 4th of July. So we're hoping to keep that streak up, but we do see some changes in the forecast. So we're going to tell you what we're looking at in just a minute. First, we're taking you outside right now to, well, our Long Beach camera. And as we do, you're going to see pretty clear with a little bit of cloud cover off there in the distance. And we are expecting some patchy cloud cover into the overnight and morning hours. So as we head toward the weekend here, low pressure is going to start to get closer to Southern California. And we're actually going to start to see a little bit of a cool down, a little more cloud cover in the forecast. Not seeing much on radar. Wind-wise, we're pretty calm at the moment with a little bit of a breeze at the coast as well. The cloud cover makes its way back to the coastline. 68 in San Pedro, 69 in downtown right now. In Palmdale, you're at 77. So low pressure is making its way towards Southern California right now. And as it does, well, we are expecting to see low clouds and fog, a little bit of a cooler forecast. You're not going to feel it much tomorrow, but as we head to in the beginning of next week, we're dealing with even more of a cool down. As we head into the later part of next week, though, we are expecting some warming. So we'll get there in your 5-day forecast in just a minute. But you'll see earlier today, we made it to 79 degrees in downtown. Average is 81 degrees and record number is 98. So we didn't get anywhere close to record numbers today. But, well, we're not getting closer over the next couple of days. Just got to tell you. Futurecast right here, except for 1 a.m. we are looking at patchy cloud cover. But as we head closer to the 3 o'clock hour, more cloud cover along the coast. And first thing in the morning, waking up to grayer conditions along the coastline by 9 a.m. We're looking at patchy fog, and by tomorrow afternoon, already looking at nicer conditions as we head, well, around 11:30, 12 o'clock into the lunchtime hour. For the basin in Orange County, sunny tomorrow, but a little cooler and a little cloudier as we head into Sunday. And as we fast forward to the 4th of July, mid to upper 70s, overnight and morning low clouds with afternoon sunshine. Same thing goes for the coast, but temperatures going from the low 70s to the upper 60s as we head into the later part of the week. And finally getting a look at one more 5-day forecast, and you're going to see right here As we take you to the valleys and the Inland Empire, 90s, eventually turning to 80s. Still expecting sunny skies even through the 4th of July. Rob and Sharon, back to you.
All righty.
That's exactly right. It's getting a little cooler as we head toward the weekend here. A little cooler day by day. And, well, 4th of July, you'll have to stick around and wait for that 4th of July forecast. We'll let you know what it's going to look like. Right now, though, eventually getting a little cooler as we head into the next 24 hours. We are getting a look outside from our Mount Wilson camera tonight. Mostly clear from this shot right here, but I will tell you along the coast, we are expecting more patchy cloud cover into the overnight hours as low pressure continues to come our way. Barbecue, let the barbecues begin.
Right?
Because, yeah, the 4th of July is right around the corner. It's technically 4th of July weekend, so it's a pretty nice weekend to barbecue. It's going to be a little cooler for us as we head into the next 24 hours. And as we head to Sunday, well, we're still talking a little bit of a cooler forecast every day, getting gradually cooler. So we'll let you know what the 4th is going to look like in just a minute. But first, we're taking you outside to Long Beach. We're actually dealing with patchy cloud cover along the coast, and that's going to continue to be the case. And temperatures starting to cool down, but will the cool down last through the 4th of July? We'll have that forecast coming right up.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
but the weather recently has just been perfect.
It's been
You
fantastic.
got, what, how many days till 4th of July? 5 days?
We've got about 5 days. Yeah, it's coming up right around the corner. This is 4th of
Can you
July
keep this
weekend.
going? Come on.
I wish I could, but things are actually starting to change a little bit.
Not that dramatically, though.
It's not that dramatic. It's just by a few degrees. I wish I could keep it the same. We are looking at, well, a little bit of that June gloom, even though technically we're heading into July starting Sunday, actually. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. We're already in July. 4th of July is around. Looking at mostly clear skies at the moment, but we are expecting to see that patchy cloud cover as we head into the overnight and, yes, the morning hours as well. So wind-wise, pretty calm. Just a few, well, breezy spots along the coast through the Grapevine and the high desert there. And temperature-wise, well, 60s and 70s. 74 in Palmdale, taking you to downtown here at 67. And San Pedro at 65 degrees. Malibu at 63 degrees. Earlier today, we made it to 79. Average is 81. So we were a couple degrees below average for this time of year. Still warm. And by tomorrow, we're still talking a little below average. 70s for you as we head to tomorrow afternoon. Santa Monica 70, Palmdale 93, Riverside 90 tomorrow, and Woodland Hills, you're getting up to 91 degrees as we head into tomorrow afternoon. So low pressure is dipping into the forecast, and as a result, yes, it's going to be a little cooler tomorrow. It's going to be a little, well, cloudier as well, especially along the coast in the morning and overnight hours. As we head into the later part of the week, though, we are expecting some warming, but until then, still looking at a little bit of a cooler forecast. So high pressure still holding strong, low pressure sitting to our north, and eventually that low pressure is going to win out. It's going to dominate the forecast over the weekend into the first part of next week. So with that, we will see the return of the marine layer and the return of the cooler temperatures as well. So again, a little cooler, a little cloudier as this trough of low pressure digs into Southern California over the next couple of days. So as we get a look at your 5-day forecast, you're going to see right here for the Basin in Orange County, sunny, then a little cooler, and a little cooler by Monday. By Tuesday, a few clouds, and by Wednesday, low clouds, but we are expecting afternoon sunshine in the Basin. As we get a look at one more 5-day forecast, you're going to see right here, that was for the Basin and Orange County. We are looking at temperatures in the 70s and then eventually getting into the upper 60s as we head toward the 4th of July. Rob, back to you.
Evelyn, thanks.
And temperatures gradually starting to cool down. We'll have your weekend forecast plus your holiday forecast coming up.
Then, anyway, Evelyn.
Anyway.
Gorgeous.
That was such a smooth transition, I must say.
I mean, really impressive, really impressive photography there. And if, well, the Santa Monica Pier can measure up to it, I don't know if it can, but I think it can, right? Gorgeous shot. Enough of the shot on a nightly basis. So we get a look at the pier right here, and you're going to see the Ferris wheel, plenty of people out and about. It is Friday night, and it is quite mild along the pier right now, and really all across the Southland. As we get a look at radar, you're going to see mostly clear skies, but there is some patchy cloud cover that's starting to work its way into the forecast into the overnight and morning hours. Just a little bit of a breeze, not too windy out there, certainly very mild. 63 Malibu, 65 San Pedro, 66 in downtown, 73 in Palmdale, and 74 in Riverside this evening. Earlier today, downtown, you made it to 79. Average is 81, so we were a little below average for this time of year. Record numbers, 98 degrees, did not get anywhere close to that. And as we head to the next 24 hours, we're expecting temperatures to get into the upper 70s. You're going to see right here for downtown, 78, Anaheim, 79, Riverside, 90, and Woodland Hills, 90 degrees. So still a warm day tomorrow, even though technically we are a little cooler, and we're going to continue to cool it down as low pressure continues to make its way into our forecast. Low pressure, a little cooler, low clouds and fog in the forecast, and as we head into next week, eventually we are expecting just a little bit of a warm-up, but later in the week. For now, temperatures getting cooler, then a little cooler, and staying that way at least through the beginning of next week. You're going to see right here high pressure sitting kind of over us at this point, starting to break down. It's really the trough of low pressure that's going to start to dominate our forecast. High pressure still dominated today, but you'll see that trough starting to dig into Southern California, and as it does, we are expecting a cool down in store. Let's get a look right here at your 5-day forecast. You're going to see for the Basin in Orange County, sunny skies, a little cooler for your Sunday, a little cooler for your Monday, and Tuesday, a few clouds by Wednesday. We are looking at low clouds for your 4th of July, but that's going to be in the morning and, well, the later overnight hours. For the afternoon, we're keeping it nice and clear. Fireworks, well, we're going to keep tracking the forecast for you. We hope we're not going to see too much fog by Wednesday evening, but at this point, we could see some cloud cover back in the forecast. And finally, getting a look at your 5-day forecast for the valleys and the Inland Empire. Nothing but sunshine, 90s, eventually turning to 80s, eventually getting back, well, at least close to the 90s by the time we head into your Tuesday, and by the time we head into your Wednesday, again, your 4th of July, we are expecting sunny skies and close to 90-degree temperatures. So not too bad for the holiday. Back to you. And we're expecting some changes in the forecast as we head toward the weekend. We'll have the weekend forecast and your 4th of July forecast coming up.
That it's going to be, and we've got fireworks already behind you.
I know,
Looks like
right?
it.
If only, yeah, almost. It's the closest thing we can get to the fireworks, well, before the fireworks. And fireworks, of course, take probably over the weekend, certainly for the 4th of July as we head into next week, as we get a look at the Santa Monica Pier this evening. This is the Ferris wheel lighting up for you, the roller coaster around it, and you'll see the pier in the ocean as we zoom out a little bit there. We're actually dealing with pretty nice conditions, mild conditions, and mostly clear at this point, even though we are bracing for a little more cloud cover as we head into the overnight and morning hours. Radar again turning up pretty clear conditions this evening. As we take a look at temperatures out there right now, 60s, a few 70s out there as well. Still pretty mild to warm. You'll see for Palmdale, 72 degrees, downtown 64, San Pedro 63, Temecula, you're currently at 60 degrees. So low pressure is building to the forecast, and as a result, it's going to be a little cooler. It's also going to be a little cloudier for us as we head into the overnight and morning hours. That's going to be the pattern at least over the next couple of days. I will tell you by next week, a little later next week, we're planning on warming it right back up again. So we'll have that in your extended forecast in just a minute, but do want to show you what we can expect over the next 24 hours, what we saw over the last 24 hours. We got up to 79 for downtown, just a couple degrees below average for this time of year, but still quite warm tomorrow, just a degree cooler in downtown at 78. Santa Monica getting up to 70, Palmdale 93, and Woodland Hills, you're getting up to pretty warm 91 degrees as we head into tomorrow afternoon. So high pressure has been holding strong over Southern California right now, a trough of low pressure dipping in, and with that a little bit of a cool down and a little bit of cloud cover out there. You'll see that in the overnight hours on Futurecast. By 3 a.m. we're already seeing the cloud cover build along the Orange County coastline and the LA County coastline, and by 6:30 we're waking up to pretty cloudy conditions, and a little later in the morning just patchy fog, and by the afternoon 11:30 or so already starting to clear out, and we're already starting to see plenty of sunshine as we head into tomorrow afternoon. So sunny skies for your inland spots, for the basin keeping it sunny. Again, the coast starting off cloudy and ending off pretty sunny and actually pretty warm for this time of year. The basin in the upper 70s tomorrow, the valleys into the 90s, the beaches into the low 70s. As we head to Sunday, a little cooler, a little cloudier, especially along the coast and in the basin. By Monday, well, we're keeping things much the same as we head into Tuesday, and by Wednesday, plenty of sunshine, flirting with the 90s into your inland spots. For the basin, 70s. And
Rain did nothing for you.
but the
Well,
shoes,
and during the day.
exactly.
But you know, I guess you could put a
Well,
bottle of water in there.
of course, yeah.
That makes more sense.
Honey, where's my purse? It's in the fridge.
Yeah,
You'll be
chilling.
hearing that from now on.
Have a good weekend.